Good morning again. I'm gonna do some lunges. So all of these are beginner friendly, or can be beginner friendly. If you don't have any type of stretch routine established already, these are very good ones to start with. I'm gonna show more of a beginner version. So if, like I said, if you don't have any flexibility whatsoever, I'll show the beginner version for all of these. But these are all hip stretches and hamstring stretches. You need healthy both. Straddle and reach, that left and right side, down the middle, pigeon. Some of these things that I don't have named probably have a name, but I don't know what they are, and that's okay. Pigeon stretch, left and right, straddle kicks. Got two little extra things to do with the straddle kicks. Leg crossovers, I know what that is, even though you don't. So if you wanted to try this, you can screenshot this and scroll through the video or actually stretch with me. It's completely up to you. And you don't even have to do stretches, obviously, but you're just gonna keep getting stiffer and stiffer. You know that, right? I mean, it's a fact. You are. And being stiff, stiff joints hurt. So leg crossover, butterfly, and reach, and then one extra one down here, plie squat. All right? Healthy hips. Let's go. Straddle and reach. Beginner version, someone that's just beginning may only be able to straddle this far. You go however far you can. Because just remember, you're going to be reaching too. We're going to be reaching down the middle, down to the right, and down to the left. So beginner version, like I said, it may look like this. I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see where my back is and my rib cage in relation to my hips. Rib cage sits over hips. So this is not where you want to start, right here. I'm going to get good sat down right shoulders, rib cage, hips. Boom, right here. When you reach forward, you don't want to bend with a rounded back. You want to try to keep things as straight and in that line as possible. So again, beginner version may look like this, or it may look like this, and that's perfectly fine. You go to where you can. We're going to start it down the middle. And the thing about stretching is, everybody started from somewhere. We're going to hold each stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds. But everybody started from somewhere. Ground zero. And that's okay. What you don't want to do when you're stretching is try to be a hero on the first time and stretch so hard. I can do this. Stretch so hard that you're down here tensing and holding your breath because it hurts, and oh my God, that's a little painful. That's not what stretching is about. So if you feel pain right here, but no pain right here, but you can feel that stretch in your hamstrings, and you may even feel it down to your calves depending on how tight you are. But down the middle, and we're just gonna walk our hands. I'm gonna walk my hands over to my right side. And same thing, I'm gonna hold this for 20 to 30 seconds. Then, if you can push your legs out this far, but you can only go down that far without, stop there. Beginner friendly, all of these. Make sure you're breathing, not holding your breath. If stretching is painful or it makes you tense and it makes you breathe wrong, then start over, relax, and try it again. Be patient with the process is all I can tell you. I would love to be able to do all the splits like I did when I was in my 20s, but it's not happening. At least not right away. I know it's a process, and you have to be patient. Very, very, very patient with the process sometimes. All right, back to the center. Now, if you feel, this is what I always think, this is how I always feel when I'm stretching. By the time I've held this, and I've held this, and I've held this, I almost feel like I'm a little bit more limber like this time. I feel like I can go a little bit further down, so that's what I'm going to do. Oh thought that's what I'm doing. So I'm just going to press it down just a little bit further. I'm not going to push it too far. I'm going to walk to the other side. I'm not going to hold it as long. But just because I felt like, okay, I feel this. I feel a little better already. I feel like I'm a little more limber with this stretch already. And if you don't, that's fine. Right. Easy. No jerking movements. Everything should be good. Pigeon stretch. This is what a beginner. I had a phone call. Moving on to the next one, pigeon stretch. One leg here, one leg out in the back. Now, if this is all you can do, that's great. Remember, everybody starts somewhere. Be patient with the process. You can get down here, even better. Same with all the other stretches. I'm just going to hold it 20 to 30 seconds and I'm going to breathe. Thankfully, my dogs are ready to take a nap. It's quiet. I'm still figuring this YouTube thing out, y'all. I keep getting copyright violations for music that I have permission to use, and they don't explain what the copyright violation is for. I'm assuming it's for the music. I don't know. I mean, right after I've stayed or held this pigeon pose for about 20 seconds, I'm just going to gently, and again, if you're still here, you can take a break, or you can try to come down here. Walk it gently, and same as the others, I'm going to hold it for 20 to 30 seconds. Now I'm feeling this in my right outer hip and all across my glute. So this is giving my glute, which is my butt cheek, a very good stretch. And I feel this in that outer right hip. This is absolutely one of my all-time favorite stretches. This and the runner's lunge. I'm not a runner, but that runner's lunge is the best stretch. Of course, if you do one side, you've got to do the other one. Again, beginner pigeon pose might look like this, because this is where you're feeling it. Other side, we're on the other side, but right here, right across this glute, right here in the hip. So if this is as far as you can go, because your hips are super, super tight, your glutes are tight, and your hamstrings are tight, this is going to be a very hard position to get into if you're really tight. Again, be patient with the process. I cannot say that enough, but you have to do this more than once a week. And again, a little bit more advanced version here. So I'm just going to pick it up and hold it. Just very little light through here. I'm bringing my back up to sit up as straight as I can. Now, I feel this right here as I'm straightening my back. I see people sit straight up. I'm not going to try to be a hero. I'm not going to try to do all that, because this is as far as I can go. So without feeling like I need to. So this is where I'm going to stop. I'm just barely pushing off the floor so I can get this good, really good deep stretch. And then slowly walking it to the floor. But what I was about to say is, I love these type stretches, like even on the days where I go to the gym and it's mostly an upper body workout. Guess what? To do that upper body workout, I still used my legs. I still used my hips. I'm still mobile. I'm still moving around. So while I'm warm, why not do these stretches? That's what I mean by when I say I don't have to do lower body work in the gym to do these stretches after. The runner's lunge, pigeon stretch, you can, if I don't have time to do anything else at all, runner stretch, and I'll show that at the end. But the pigeon, this is what this is right here. It's an amazing stretch. All right, so I'm just going to gently come back to the center and going to do these straddle kicks. I like to sometimes back up or butt up all the way against a wall. So if the wall was here, I would butt up against the wall, butt here, and I would do my straddle kicks from the wall. That is 100% an option. Right here, I'm gonna bring my legs up. Back is all the way on the floor. You're not arched, you're not stressing, shoulders aren't in your ears. Man, you're just, upper body is completely relaxed. And I might hit the chair, but I don't think I'm that flexible. All right, this middle one is gonna get this inner thigh. Upper body stays relaxed. I'm just going open, close, open, close. Your open might be there. And also, this is working my core as well. Like, I'm feeling it in my core right here, because I'm having to engage my core to stop my legs, bring them back together. Stop and bring them back together. Woo! Right. Now, instead of kicking and bringing back together, you're gonna hold it. If this is as far as you can go, great, hold it. Again, don't try to hold it so far that you're, that's not what stretching is. I'm gonna hold it here. 20 to 30 seconds. While I'm breathing. Now I'm going to hold it out, and I'm just going to pulse right here as far as I'm going. 20-second pulse. Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo! Ah! Whew, that one burned. Next one, leg crossover. Beginner version is gonna look something. Beginner version is gonna look something like this. From the ground, all the way back on the floor. You're gonna wanna bend your knee, cross it over, and you want this to be as far down as you can, because that's when you're gonna feel that outer hip stretch. Push it out if you can. This may be all you can do. This may be all you can do. You want the goal to be here. I'm gonna take my hands, reach through, grab, clasp my hands, lay back, relax, not shoulders to your ears, I promise you. It's so much better if you relax. Beginner version would be here. So you want to keep this out. Again, woo, this might be all you can do, because this area is generally very tight, especially if you never stretch it. Pull it here. More advanced version. Cross the leg over. Straight leg. Oh, pull it back. Hold it for 20 to 30 seconds. And then gently switch sides. Cross over. Gently pull through. Again, if this is where you are, accept that that's where you are. And then work on bringing it closer and closer. More advanced version. Straight leg, pull it back. You know, I think I may have to put this stretch up there at the top too. Ooh, this kind of gets that outer hip. This is a much deeper, a little more serious stretch than that pigeon stretch. So I'm gonna put this right up there at the top with the runner stretch. And again, this probably has a name, I don't know. It's on my list as the leg crossover. I'm gonna gently come down. I only have two more. Butterfly and plie squat. Or also, you could call that a deep sumo squat. I call it a sumo squat, but I think the proper term for the last one is plie. All right, butterfly. Ankles, feet together, ankles together, heels together, I'm sorry. Grab your ankles, pull those heels in as far as you can. You want to push the elbows back as straight, not rounded. Use those elbows, push down. If this is as far as you can go, can't get those knees down, come here. So if you're here, get those elbows on the inside, push down. If this is as far as you can go, make sure your shoulders are relaxed, not up here at your ears. You're not holding your breath. You're not. Let it go, relax, push. If you're here, back straight, push down, hold. To 30 seconds. I'm feeling this in my inner thigh and my outer hip region. Back up to the top, hands overhead, and still in that butterfly position. You're gonna reach. So if you're here, go here. Beginner, if this is where you are, accept that and try to get better. Try to get more flexible. I don't think anybody in this world regrets stretching and being flexible. I just can't imagine it. But I imagine there's a lot of people regretting that they never stretched. So don't be that person. You can start today. You don't even have to watch my videos. There's thousands and thousands of thousands and thousands. There's literally no excuse like not knowing what to do. There's no excuse. There's an abundance of free information on this channel right here. So pick somebody you like. If it's not me, great. Find somebody you like and get to stretching. Have a routine. Start somewhere. Do that routine. All right, butterfly is done. Last thing is that plie squat. I just added it as an extra because if you're a beginner, your hips might be feeling a little rough right now. And if they are, you should stop. Come again and do it again some other time. Plie squat or sumo squat. Feet are out wide. I've got my toes pointed out. Knees going in the same direction. So not here, but here. Because we're working the inner thigh. I got my glutes squeezed. They're engaged. I'm gonna try real hard to come down and just bend my knees, hips going towards the floor. And I'm gonna try to put my hands down, all right? If you're not there, if you're here, woo, and all you can do is this, great, stay there. Stay there. When you get tired, come up. We're gonna come down, hands to the floor. Straighten it up. Yep. Come up. I'm going to try to take my feet a little bit wider. Just about 1.5 inches. Maybe that was 1.5 inches. I don't know. Here. I'm going to go. Almost done. Oh. Maybe one more. Whew. Less than 20 minutes. And that feels so much better. See you next time.